It is exactly 4 a.m. and we're driving through Tampa. Sometimes it can be really eerie driving at this time of the morning because it feels like you're the only person on the planet. Here we are taking our second pit stop of our trip. I like to stop at all of the rest stops, even if I don't have to tinkle, because I like to walk around. You know, I'm in my 40s, I'm a plus size person, and I simply get cramped and stiff sitting in a car for a couple of hours. I think it's good for your health, it's good for your physical well-being, and it makes it easier for you to get out of the car and be ready to get going as soon as you're ready to do your trip and your touring and your park hopping, whatever it is that you're doing, if you take pit stops along the way and you get out and stretch your legs. That's just one of my big tips that I like to take advantage of is, you know, take some time along the way, work it into your schedule on your road trip that you're going to make a stop every 2 hours and walk around for 5 or 10 minutes. It looks like the sun's coming up already. I hope we're not missing the sunrise. We might not get the whole thing, but we'll get a good portion of it. We're very close. And you know we're very close because if you look out this window here, you see the Daytona Speedway. And maybe that's something we should go check out sometime because they have a tour of the Daytona Speedway. Yeah. Well, it might not be our idea of a really great time, but we may be surprised by how interesting it is. And it might be something that, you know, folks out there might like. So we'll definitely take that into consideration for the future. Here we are. Welcome to Daytona Beach. We're currently driving on I-92, which is known as International Speedway Drive. And up ahead, this next traffic light is A1A, Beachfront Avenue. And you can see there's an archway of red lights that says World's Most Famous Beach. Right along the road on either side, there's unmetered parking spaces where you can park, get out, and walk out onto the beach to enjoy the sunrise. Now, today we're not going to do that because it's a bit chilly and a bit breezy and it's kind of damp out. We're going to go to an alternate spot, and the spot we're going to go to is one that you'll be able to enjoy the sunrise from even if you're have some accessibility issues. Okay, so when you are driving on I-95, if you take a right onto A1A, off to the left-hand side is a large building that houses the lifeguard center for Daytona Beach. And they have a little parking lot here. As you can see, a little picnic area. They even have, they have restrooms. This is the building here, the lifeguard headquarters. And again, unmetered parking. We're gonna park here and we're not gonna go down on the sand, but we'll have a fantastic view of the sunrise. This is a really great place to watch the sunrise from. There's places to sit, places to lean, or to set up camera equipment if you want to capture the sunrise. A really good spot to come to if you have some accessibility issues and you're not going to be able to make it down the stairs to get down on the beach, or to walk across the sand might be difficult for you. This is a great spot to come to because you just have a short trip from the parking lot to the rail over here and you get a fantastic unobstructed view. I actually prefer seeing the sunrise or the sunset when there's quite a bit of cloud cover out there, because as the sun comes up or as the sun is going down, it makes amazing light patterns in the sky. Hopefully we'll see a bit of that this morning.
I enjoy the drive over. We get to have time to talk. I mean, we talk all the time anyway, but you know, it's nice being in the car and just traveling in the dark and stuff. It makes for a great time to just relax and just shoot the breeze about stuff. You know, I think we have our best conversations when we're just driving. It's definitely worth an hour-and-a-half trip. And truthfully, from the Orlando area, it's not even an hour and a half. It's maybe 45 minutes if you're stuck in traffic. But as you saw from some of the clips here, driving over here in the morning to see this, there's almost no traffic on the road. So there's not a lot of traffic to contend with. 45 minutes tops, maybe an hour or so if you've never been over here before, so you can find a place to park and stuff. But yeah, it's totally worth it. If you're from Middle America or an area where there isn't a beach, you don't have these opportunities, sunrises over the city, definitely take advantage of this. I mean, it's one of the cool things about Florida. Everything is reasonably close together. You could be based in Orlando, you could come over here to see a sunrise and then go north up A1A and visit St. Augustine, turn around and come back. I've done this all in one day. Sunrise, St. Augustine, and Disney, because you can go to all three and it's just a triangle. Bang, bang, bang. It's fantastic. It's one of the great joys about coming and traveling and visiting Florida.
I think you're starting to be able to see it here on this camera. Dawn is literally breaking right now. Wow, this just gets more and more spectacular by the minute. I am loving the way the sun is reflecting on the bottom of these clouds. The color is not to be believed. It's just not capturing it the way it appears in person. It is absolutely glorious. Look at the still shots we're getting on Mark's phone and how intense and bright the colors are compared to what I'm getting on my cell phone camera. It's not the same. But it kind of gives you an idea of just how spectacular this is in person. A couple quick things I want to show you about this area where we watch the sunrise. There's public restrooms that are open and available to use. They're fairly clean. There's lots of seating at picnic tables and things around here, as you can see. And there's the parking lot, and here's the area. It's all paved to get here too. Very easy to get here for folks who have accessibility issues. Notice something though, it's very damp. The benches, many of the benches and seating are covered with water. So I would urge you to bring a towel to kind of dry it off if you want to sit. Another spectacular Florida sunrise is in the books. Again, just to restate, we highly recommend coming out here to watch the sunrise, especially if you're from out of the country or if you live in a part of the US where you don't have the opportunity to see the ocean or to see a sunrise like this. It's about a 45-minute drive from the Orlando area, and it's worth every minute of that drive. We've shown you a couple of our favorite spots to view a sunrise from. This one in particular is a great one if you have accessibility issues. Tell me, do you have a particular spot that you like to visit on Daytona Beach or along the east coast of Florida that you like to watch a sunrise? I would love to know. Let us know in the comments. We've just seen a beautiful sunrise. It's the all-American thing to do. Go see a sunrise when you're on vacation. What's the next all-American thing you can do to follow that up?
Eat breakfast at Denny's.
What you gonna get?
Build my own Grand Slam with some scrambled eggs, bacon, and pancakes. Hungry. But it's a tradition for us. Denny's after sunrise.
We enjoyed the quintessential American hearty breakfast of pancakes, eggs, sausage, and bacon at Denny's. Now there may be some places around Daytona Beach that are quaint or great little local spots, mom and pop joints. And if you have any recommendations for that, please leave that in the comments because we'd love to know about that. But we know that whenever we go to a Denny's, we're going to get a consistently good meal and a clean environment. And if you don't know of any good places to have breakfast around Daytona Beach, I just suggest going to the Denny's. You're definitely going to get a nice breakfast there.